Perhaps one of the easiest bangai or beikaku, or that outside the number of 88 temples that you can visit, is this one, Bangai number 9, Monjuin. And it's right on the way between temples 47 and 48, between Yasakaji and Sairinji, and it is the home of Emon Saburo. And Emon Saburo is perhaps the most important person for the pilgrimage, because he's the one who really invented the pilgrimage. And this is his former home. And there's not much to this temple. There's just a bell, a main hall, and a daishido, and then a large daishi with some stories of Emon Saburo and the daishi story on it. Emon Saburo was a really wealthy man, and the daishi came here and begged for money, and Emon Saburo refused to give him alms of any sort, and he actually took the daishi's bowl and smashed it to the ground. And thereafter, in the span of 8 days, Emon Saburo's children all died. One after the other, 8 children died. And this seems to be a really harsh punishment for breaking a wandering priest's bowl, and also kind of the vindictive or evil side of daishi in a certain way, that it's good to pay to the priest, otherwise something bad would happen to you. Well, after the death of his 8th child, Emon Saburo realized that must have been a really important person whose bowl he broke. So he went wandering around the island, and he traveled around and around and around. He went more than 20 times, and his circuits around the island marked the beginning of the Ohenro pilgrimage. And it's important to note that this pilgrimage began with a commoner, not with a priest. Emon Saburo then went searching for Kobo Daishi, this wandering ascetic who's ended up killing his children. So he went around 20 times and he didn't come across a daishi. So then he decided to go in the reverse direction. And this is why people believe if you go in the reverse direction, you might come across a daishi, because Emon Saburo did. Near Temple 12, there he was dying, and he begged the daishi for forgiveness. And he begged that he be reborn to serve the world. And the daishi took a small stone and wrote, Emon Saburo reborn, and placing the pebble in the dying man's hand. Later, Emon Saburo, a baby is born, and he has his fish held tight, and then he eventually opens it, and there's the stone saying Emon Saburo reborn. And this takes place at Temple 51, Ishiteji, or Rock Hand Temple, where we'll be heading to today as well.